2025 is off to a tough start for many people, but as we move into the new year, it's important to push through the stress and focus on ourselves. I spoke with experts to look at simple things we can do to help deal with the drama and improve our mental health. 2025 has been off to a pretty traumatic start for some. And for others, an ongoing spiral of crisis as they're still trying to heal from years past. Many people say they can benefit from a mental reset and have shifted their focus for the new year. Recent studies conducted by the American Psychiatry Association revealed that 33% of Americans have made mental health improvement a priority and even part of their 2025 resolution, a 5% increase from last year. Studies also disclose that our mental health directly impacts our physical health, and things like stress, which is known as the silent killer, can cause death. The good news? There are simple activities that we can engage in daily to remain in a mentally healthy state. I spoke with Dr. Enrique Fletchas, a psychiatrist and behavioral health specialist at Women's Hospital, who shared some tips on how to maintain a mentally healthy lifestyle.
There are lots of relaxation techniques, and some examples of that would be breathing exercises. And when we think about that, we, under stress, will actually end up taking lots of shallow, short breaths. Instead, we want to work on being mindful to take deep breaths, hold the breath, and let those out. If we can focus on that even for a few minutes every hour, it can substantially reduce the physical effects of stress.
Now, breathing is a powerful tool and can make the difference if these techniques are used daily. The next tip is a practice skill known by industry professionals as imagery.
What you want to try to do is imagine some place that you enjoy going, your sort of happy place. For example, if that's the beach, trying to remember that in very much detail of what were the sounds, what were the smells, what were the feelings, and practice allowing your mind to go there. By doing that, that becomes an escape and a relaxation. And the more you practice it and develop the details of those images, the more relaxing and the more it can disengage you from feeling stressed.
And the last tip is one we often overlook, but is high on the stress relief hierarchy.
One of the things that we often gloss over is sleep. We all say, oh, I can get by on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Yeah. But in reality, your body actually needs 8 or 9 hours of sleep. We don't always get it, but it's impressive how much that can actually help you, not only physically, but mentally. When you are sleep deprived, your body produces a lot of stress hormones, and those can mimic or amplify the stress reactions. The other is, of course, what we always hear is healthy diet. And when we say healthy diet, it doesn't have to be all perfectly balanced, but what we want to try to encourage people to do is minimize their intake of refined sugar. That actually can help. It helps to reduce inflammation and not only helps mentally, but physically. Also, moderating caffeine and moderating alcohol. Those are tough ones for a lot of people. That doesn't mean zero of either of those, but just moderation.
At what point do you think a person should really seek help?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So as you said, we all feel stress or feel some anxiety during the day. And it's important to recognize that feeling some anxiety is a healthy thing. If we all felt zero anxiety, we wouldn't care about anything. We wouldn't be motivated. We wouldn't care if something went well or not. So having some anxiety is important. Where we start to become concerned is when anxiety starts to get in the way of accomplishing something, if it starts to control your behavior. If you're finding that this is not just an isolated 1 or 2 day kind of thing that you might say, I can identify this related to a situation, or if it's going on for an extended period of time, then it's time to maybe say, I need to seek help.
Support provided by Prevention on the Go from Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Mobile screenings for prostate, breast, skin, and colorectal cancers available for all throughout Louisiana. More under Schedule a Screening at marybird.org.